Okay, so I have my water reservoir here, and the first thing I want to do is get to know it before I head out camping. So I want you to notice, of course, as advertised, it comes with a very wide opening, and this is really good because this allows you to get your hand in there with your sponge and clean it out. I've already done that, but here, let me just go ahead and sponge it up again, just so that you can see. I have pretty good sized man hands here. They're about as big as my husband's, almost as big as my husband's. So I can get my hand, big as it is, in here, but I do feel some rubbing as I go. So it is possible, but slender hands are obviously going to catch less, but that's a good size. Let me rinse out the soapy. Now, to explore some more here, the tube here, it does detach, so when you are filling from a stream using iodine or whatever it is you're going to use, you can do that quite easily. I know some people really like to be able to detach this so that the mouthpiece does not, you don't run the risk of the mouthpiece getting into the dirty water. There. So you simply unscrew it and that's fine. The only thing is, when you do, there is not a stopper on this side. So you can fill it up from the stream that way, but some of your water, if you don't use your thumb right here, is going to come right back out. So you either keep your thumb here as you do it, or leave your hose attached and simply hold it in your teeth as you're filling, and that'll keep that out of the water. So that's how you're going to manage that just fine. Okay, the next thing I want to go over is the mouthpiece itself. Okay, now this cap here, to be honest, the piece that holds it on seems a little fragile. Now, I really have no right to make judgment right now because, of course, it's going to take a lot of use to know just how fragile it is or is not, but it seems fragile. But that's okay. Its sole purpose is simply to cover the mouthpiece in case it were to drag around or something. So should it detach, obviously the equipment, the hydration tube, everything's still going to work perfectly fine. That's all this is. It's just to protect that from exposure. Now, to get this to work, obviously you sip on this part, you pull straight out, and let me see if I can get this focused in. You see how there's this good solid gap here. If this good solid gap is not here, that means this is not opened and no water will come out. So there we go, closed, pull, and it opens. And it does have to be pulled all the way or nothing's going to happen. Now if you pull this piece off, and this is good to know for cleaning purposes too, this does detach right here. So you can clean that separately. But if you pull that off, then you can look at it and see the mechanisms and see how that works to know that why it is or is not allowing liquid out. So there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. And for the sake of getting it on video, I put the ice in a pitcher. What I want to show you here is that without the mouthpiece on, I'm showing you this is closed. Pull it open. Gravity works, and this is the flow, okay? Now, obviously gravity has to also have some effect on that. Here is the mouthpiece back on, keeping it open, because again, when I push this on, I push it closed. So I'm going to pull it back open, and nothing, because you need to be able to suck it. Okay, so now what's interesting about the fact that this comes off so easily is when you're out and about and you're really hot and you just need a little water on your head, pulling this off and I forget how to open, I'm sorry, and then opening is going to allow you to give yourself a little head spritz and give yourself some release, maybe even wipe your face down a bit, and then you can close it up. There we go. I keep forgetting that gravity is a very important element. I don't know why. So working in the sink is not the easiest thing. Okay, so for the actual drinking of this, you're going to want to first open it. You have no idea how many times I forget to open it. I'm all, why won't it work? Open it, and you can leave it open. There's no reason you have to keep closing it. It is pretty secure. It's not going to keep leaking. I put my bottom lip right here, or my bottom teeth, sorry. I put my bottom teeth on this, and then I bite down a bit and suck. And that works just fine with me. The secret is you want to be able to get that right there open. Otherwise, you're not going to have any come out. If you find that yours is somehow sealed, and I know that this has happened with the Camelbacks quite a bit, and that's why I mentioned it. Sometimes this isn't quite cut, and so you just sort of help it. You give it a little tiny slice. This one is open, but it's a very tight open, so I do have to know, I have to bite it exactly right to get the water out. So otherwise you can just take this off and drink straight from there too. I mean, that is an option. So I really hope that this little tutorial showing you the equipment helps you decide if this is going to be the one to help you, and also help you get to know it quickly so that you can get out there biking, hiking, camping, whatever it is that you love to do on this beautiful planet. All right, thank you very much.